Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Mike, your physical therapist. Hey, we are here at the Neu.Fit booth. We are here at the PESI conference. I'm with Ramona. Ramona, could you please tell us again who you are, what do you do, and what is newbie Neu.Fit?
Absolutely. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Ramona von Leyden. I am the Vice President of Research and Clinical Affairs at Neu.Fit. So that means I run our research program and our research studies, as well as handle all of our clinical education and work with awesome clinicians like yourself.
Mm-hmm. Gosh.
So Neu.Fit, which stands for Neurological Fitness, is the company, and we make this device called the Newbie, which stands for Neurobioelectric. The Newbie is a pulsed direct current electrical stimulation device, which is pretty different from your traditional electrical stimulation. Most stimulation devices out there are alternating current, but our body actually responds to and runs on direct current. So we want to work with the body rather than sort of masking pain. With this, we're sending inputs and signals into the body, which the body creates responses to and makes outputs so that you can see lasting and long-term functional change.
Amazing. Let's go back to you, Ramona. Enough of the newbie. So, where are you from? Where do you live? And how did you get into newbie Neu.Fit?
Yeah, absolutely. I was born just outside of Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
I now live in Austin, Texas, which is where our headquarters
Yeah,
is.
that's where Newbie
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
but I've made my way all around the country. So I went to college in New England at Brown University, and then made my way down to DC, and I worked with the Army and Navy for grad school, and I did my PhD in neuroscience.
Wow.
Working on
Smart lady.
traumatic brain injury and spinal cord injury. So what brought me to Austin was actually not Neu.Fit.
Okay.
I did my postdoctoral fellowship at UT Austin, and while there, became aware of Neu.Fit, and kind of my side hustle has always been in the fitness world. So I teach yoga and kickboxing.
What are you looking at me when you say yoga and kickboxing?
Because we're just gonna do some yoga later. And so a friend of mine, actually, the way I found out about Neu.Fit was another fitness person, was like, wait a minute, have you ever heard of this company Neu.Fit? Like, it's you, like neuroscience and fitness.
Yeah, there you go.
I was like, that's a good point. So I looked up the company, met with Garrett, who's the founder and CEO.
Yeah, shout out Garrett.
And at the time, Neu.Fit was a really young company. And so I was saying, hey, like, this is a pretty cool product you got. And he has all these anecdotes and case studies about, especially in neuro patients. And so, of course, that was interesting to me. And I said, you guys do research? And at the time, he was like, man, I want to, but I don't have the bandwidth. And I said, I'll start a research program for you.
There you go.
So 3.5 years ago, I joined the team, and here we are. We've got 5 published research studies.
Amazing.
And have built out our education platform as well.
There you go. Well, I love what she said earlier about the difference between DC and AC. So DC obviously is what Neu.Fit newbie is, the direct current out. The other one is AC, alternating current. Most of the TENS unit out there or the E-stim out there are alternating current, and the alternating current works on your sympathetic nervous system, which actually contracts. In essence, sympathetically upregulate your body, and when your body is upregulated, it contracts, and when you turn it off on that tense unit or that AC current, it relaxes. So it kind of works on the gate control theory in essence. With DC direct current, not work. It doesn't work on the sympathetic. It works on your parasympathetic nervous system. What is your parasympathetic? Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, this is unscripted.
No, go
Your
for it.
parasympathetic is basically your rest and digest. It relaxes. So if your muscle is tight, and then you put in the AC current, it's going to be tighter. And with the DC, instead of making that muscle tight, it kind of relaxes that muscle. So that's what I'm having right now. I have the DC current here. I got some back
And I will add
issues.
one thing to this. So Michael, what we're doing that allows us to relax the muscles is actually has to do with the frequency range. So we have you set at 500 pulses per second. So what happens at 500 pulses per second is if you have an area that's tight or contracted, we're sending signals into the motor units, and you're firing at such a high rate that the motor units, which are contracted, are forced to relax. Basically, we overwhelm those fibers and make them go.
Could you do that to my wife who's recording right now when she's trying to shop? To relax her a little bit.
I mean, if I went shopping and I was relaxed, I would buy more things.
Oh, well, it's
usually shopping stresses me out.
Use,
and so then I'm like, I gotta get stuff and get out of here.
Is there an AC current for this?
But on the flip side, we can contract muscles with this machine as well. That would use lower frequencies. So something like 55 pulses per second is going to create contractions. And where that's useful is if you have someone.
It's still DC.
Still DC.
Wow.
But what that is useful for is, so if you have someone who's dealing with like weakness,
Mhm.
atrophy, someone who has a neurological issue,
Mm.
we can create contractions on the muscles that, again, we're encouraging the body to create those contractions
Mhm.
itself.
So
So
this
we
is
have capabilities both ways. We can contract and relax.
okay. So is this the only DC device in the market right now?
No, there's
Mhm.
quite a few DC
Mhm.
devices on the market. However, the specific waveform of DC is different.
Different.
So
Okay.
most DC devices, because traditionally DC current was unsafe to get into the body. You have a
Mhm.
unidirectional current, right? It's
Mhm.
going in
Mhm.
one direction, and what would happen over time is you would have charge buildup.
Mhm.
And when that happens, you would end up with chemical burns on the skin. So,
Mhm.
like super far back in the day when
Mhm.
electrical stimulation was first coming out as a modality, like Russian bodybuilders would use it, and they would go to the
Mhm.
Olympics and they have like burns all
Mhm.
over their
Mhm.
bodies. So
So is that the reason
the
why
the
they call it
field,
Russian steam?
right? Yeah. So the field kind of went the way of AC because it
Mhm.
was safer.
Mhm.
However, you couldn't do nearly as much with it. We've
Yeah.
known for a long time that direct current works on the
Mhm.
same current as the body.
Mhm.
So what we've done though, most DC devices, in order to be safe for the body, they use a really short pulse duration
Mhm.
with a high voltage. So it's quite uncomfortable. It's very, very, very like
Mhm.
bursts of energy, and
Yeah.
you're not really getting a ton of power into the body. With our device, we have a carrier waveform that runs over top of our pulse direct current, which allows that charge buildup to dissipate. We're getting rid of it as we go. So we have a longer pulse duration and a much lower voltage, which means, as you're experiencing now, it's much
Mhm.
more comfortable,
Mhm.
right? You can move through it. It's not like a big uncomfortable stinging sensation. It's
Mhm.
more of a buzz,
Mhm.
right?
Cool. 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 Well,
So that's
go
the
ahead. Yeah.
difference. Yeah, that's the
Well,
difference.
I know you're very busy. I know you're manning the booth here. Taking care of the booth. Where can they find you? You got a website, your
Yeah,
email, your
yeah.
social security number, your bank account, and your mother's maiden name.
You can, okay. So if you're interested in more information about Neu.Fit,
Mhm.
our website is neu.fit,
Okay.
new.fit.
Okay.
If you're interested in me,
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could go to my Instagram account, which is a really fun Instagram handle, which is in the zona with Ramona.
Oh, nice man. In the zona with Ramona. Again,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Ramona. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for people who are watching. But always remember the word fast. FAST. Letter F. Find people that will bring out the best in you. So you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Today I hang out with Neu.Fit with Ramona. In the zona with Ramona. So find people that will bring out the best in you. Next letter is letter A. Take action. All the stuff that we're doing, it's not going to do me good. It's not even going to do her good. Her Neu.Fit good if you'll take action. Take action. Go to their website, new.fit no.com, right?
Nope.
Neu.fit,
New.fit. Yep.
go take action. Next letter is share and subscribe. The more shares, the better for their website, for their social media. You got social media, her social media, Neu.Fit's social media. So share and
Right.
subscribe.
The Neu.Fit Instagram handle is NEUFIT RFP. So
There you go.
Neu.Fit RFP.
What does the RFP means?
Rehab, fitness, and performance.
There you go. We have fitness and performance.
Yeah.
And last but not least is letter T is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, remember. But when you're actually teaching it, like what Ramon is doing, Garrett and his team's doing, you're actually understanding more. Again, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Be awesome. Be great. Be excellent. We'll see you in the next episode of our show.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once the note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is